Hello. Oh yeah. So yeah. Hi. Um. I want to get through. I meant to like do a better job at explaining like react to the patch, but I think my mic got muted. So real quick, I'm just gonna make sure mic is actually here. I'm gonna just go through this again and get my thoughts out more clearly now too, since it was just a reaction anyway. So Nova got a 25% increase in without changing the flight distance. I think that's really good for it. I think it's gonna have a much better time fighting. I just I just don't think it's gonna do anything currently because Nova has pretty bad kits right now. But I think the main weapon is genuinely good now. Like it can shoot you. It has a great mobility stats, has good paint stats. Flings a roller, the vertical quick has more damage now. That's good for it, especially after all the dynamo buffs. I'm gonna have to relearn this matchup now because it can one shot me from further, huh? But I think this will help it a little bit, but I think it's good for it because I think it was kind of struggling before this. Octobrush is going to be more efficient now. I think that I wish Octobrush was reworked to be more of a Slayer than kind of a hitbox kind of weapon it is right now. But I do think this helps it play like a brush more in terms of just being able to just be more active on the map besides just sharking. So I'll give them devs that. Like I like playing off of the paint and movement a lot. So this helps me do play more, skirmish more with it and paint more. I like it overall. Bamboo got a speed buff by 13% by whooping and charging. I think this is actually really good for it. I actually don't know how, because I'm just thinking, this is just a thoughts thing. I actually don't know how fast Bamboo, how much run speed that kind of gives it generally. Let me check that, because it usually has a 1, like, oh, it changes while it's, yeah, 0.6. That seems pretty substantial. Like, if I would, like, go hit this in a calculator, it'd be, like, 0.7, 0.8. So it's like they gave it a pure of run speed. That's actually a lot. That's crazy. Bamboo's gonna have a pure run speed for free. That's actually insane. Um, the blob change, 30-32. It's kind of whatever. I think that's gonna help it combo with Storm better and Dart better. But nothing. It helps his kit synergize a little better. Like if you get hit by 3 blobs, I guess like you can't touch the storm or you're just dead in like literally like 2 frames. So that's okay. What else? About that blob change. Like honestly, like not too much. I guess there's some more things that combo easier, like but like not too much. Just like I feel like there's gonna be more when you get hit by 2 blobs. You're gonna have to sit in your ink to recover more because all the 50 damage plus weapons are gonna have more time to kill you after you take chip from a blob. So overall, pretty annoying. Dowser has reduced the time between the dodge rolls by 2 frames, so you can move. You're actionable 2 frames faster, which is like not crazy, but it's solid because it went from because at this point it's only 8 frames more and lag than V Dually. So I mean that's pretty solid. I mean if you get if the window if this is enough for the window for Dowser to be quick enough to like take cover after it fights, then I think that will matter. But I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure. I think they should keep buffing the dodge roll stuff. I think that's the best way to buff Dowser because its paint is already the same as Judge Squelcher in terms of the paint size. So I just don't want that buffed, and I think that making it more better at fighting would be good. Tent got a buff for reduced the ink consumption by launching the canopy by 23%, which is a lot. I'm not sure how much Tenebral has to launch shield right now, but it does take a lot of ink. It's like a ton of ink. Currently, launching your ink tank takes let's see. It takes 30% of your ink tank to release, so it's gonna go from that to like let me say 30 to 20, right? 30 times like point like 23, and then yeah, it's gonna be like almost 23% now instead of 30, which gives you, which I think almost gives you an extra shot. I'm not sure. Like it almost gives you an extra shot when you release. So I think you can like run a couple subs with ISM for the same like amount of shots. So that's pretty good overall, and that's gonna stack when you like keep launching your shield to be like only 20% of your ink tank to release it, then like 30. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll help it run more. It helps it be more like gear free, so that's cool. I'm hoping that's so. I'm definitely gonna give 10 a try. Dynamo, they lessen the effect of ink ISM. I think this one's valid because Dynamo only need like a couple of subs to get like an extra swing. So, and it pretty much just got the efficiency nerf almost didn't matter because if you ran like 1.1 ISM, you were like kind of back to like where it was before. Where you had like 6 flicks. You actually had like one way of ISM gave Dynamo like more efficiency than it had pre-patch with just like with nothing. So that didn't like is this is good. So that's actually the rework actually matters. Like even if you run ISM, you're gonna feel that like it's gonna have less efficiency than it did in Splatoon 1. Because before it was like you ran ISM and it was like S1 Dynamo. Now it's like not quite efficiency wise. Also, I want to change the song. I like the song, but oh my god. We're just gonna do wet floor stuff. Sorry, stream. You might see like I wish I could just do like one window, but I can't. It's a playlist, I guess. We'll do like I don't know, Dolphin Surge. Yeah, that's all the main weapons. Overall, it's like they made a lot of lower tier weapons, and weapons are almost decent, like Bamboo, like better. So this is more a buff focused patch than like a nerf one. There's no nerfs here actually in main weapons. Ocean also happened where they decreased the radius for the one shot by 10%, which needed to happen. Everybody else talking about it's too big, and I think this is good. Like there's less things to complain about now. I feel like not just complaining about it, like I don't really hear that all the time, but also just like I felt like it felt less skillful to like snipe people with hammer than it used to. And I kind of missed that, and now that might bring some of that back while keeping it still like pretty powerful. So I think this is good. I like this. Make me feel better about playing like L3D or Inkbrush Nouveau when I'm playing those. Splash Shot 200. I don't care about what people are complaining about on Twitter. Like Splash Shot's kind of struggling right now, and we need more things that can snipe leader out at this point in heavy. So I'm all for it personally. And also it doesn't even paint that. It's kind of an average painter at this point in this game. Everything paints so much now that like 210 on like a middling special is just like really that's way too much these days. Sploosh is 190. Hammer's annoying. Hammer spam is annoying, so I get it. Luna Neo, Splooshomatic, and Inkbrush Nouveau are all 190, and they should be because the 180 for like a really good special like Hammer, yeah, like Hammer output needs to be toned down. Splashomatic has gone from 200 to 210. I'm not super sure about this change. On one hand, it's like I'll do the negatives first because those are more important. It's like we're entering a more leader and heavy focused kind of meta. Like they can't really run retakes, but like their presence is so powerful together, and not having less crabs in the game is gonna make it hard to move them. So I think that makes it makes short range. It makes being a short range player even harder for Splash and Dooley for popping crab. Like it's not that big of a deal, but it's like it's gonna make like I don't know. Like I feel like that was not necessary. Yeah. But I guess on the other hand, for my own like selfish thoughts, I guess it's like I guess it'll make running Rella more like relevant, like more viable, not relevant, because like nothing's really getting crab as much. Like this other short range ports are getting nerfed, so I guess mine is less bad compared to those. And then on top of that, I'm like, oh well, also like L3 will be 20 points cheaper than Splash, which I mean I think that needed to happen anyway because like Splash has a burst bomb, L3 has a curling bomb, and it got less paint this patch like last patch. But hey, I think that I feel like that makes like other crab options more viable a little bit, like L3 or something weird like let's say like Pro, like V Pro. So you know, just the mid range crabs might just be more like considerable now. Um, After that, it's like not too much crazy. Like like the V Blaster and Custom Blaster 190. That's good. It won't be enough, but I think that helps a little bit. Like Splashdown was annoying. Like 180 was stupid. So hey, 190 will help. It would be like a little, like it's not getting special as much. Definitely need a little bit more on that, but like I know Splatoon likes doing these incremental patches. At least they used to. They used to be like really big changes. Now they're going back to the more incremental style for this patch. We're doing like small little stuff. Yeah, Dynamo's also 200 now, so I feel like Dynamo nerfs are like good, but like I guess it needed that to happen. But I just personally did felt like Dynamo. I guess this helps, puts it in line where they kind of should be. But I'm just like kind of whatever. Like I feel like Dynamo was like not that crazy. Like it was just kind of good instead of just. But hey, like yeah, I'll take 200 and like whatever. Heavy's 210, not enough. Not enough. It needs to get paint nerf by a little bit. It paints way too much. The weapon literally has like so much paint at every range value. There is no weapon in this game that paints that far to that value. Not Jet Squelcher, nothing. Not Pencil, nothing. It needs to be toned down a bit. It's too much. 4K paint should not be possible. Leader Heavy should not be this good. 210 will help, like, cause it won't, cause it'll help like, cause Heavy will use Wave to reset its to the song. V Heavy will use its range to just paint to what's it called? Like its wave. God, it'll use its wave to like to reset its ink tank. So hey, like it'll have slightly less uptime, but it's like not enough. Dapple's 180 need to happen. 170 was way too cheap. And then Splat Doolies, 200, we already talked about that. So yeah, Dapple's just still be good, but it was winning so many. It was like 170 was ridiculous for a top tier weapon. So 180 makes sense. It's still gonna be good. It'll be fine. And the extra changes are cool. It'll make it for the most part. I don't think that T-Tech will be that bad. Like people are like, oh, T-Tech's cooked because less below 2K players are going to be in your lobbies. But it's like it's really annoying to calc 2K in T-Tech. Like it's really annoying to calc 2K in T-Tech. And also, there aren't a lot of players in below the skill level between 2,000 players and below 2,000 players in T-Tech are pretty much the same in my opinion. So like you should have to get to 2,500 to start getting good players in your lobbies. Like 2,000 is like there's too small a pool to do 3 pools. So I think 2 pools is good for that division. So you can actually get more games. And also, if you're in below 2K hell, you'll get more games and you'll have to carry as hard. So you'll be in the power that you deserve to be in more often, especially with this verse change where your final X power that you usually get, or like your highest X power or your final one from the last season, will matter and will affect your game a little bit. So like you should be fine it'll be fine anyway. Like it's not like before where like your rank is reset, so you're gonna get like bad players. Like you're gonna get closer level lobbies anyway. But like you might get like a 1 below 2K player in your team sometimes. Like I think that's fine. Yeah. It even says like when matchmaking is taking a long time, it'll gradually soften the criteria for determining a similar level of ability. But we've changed these criteria and the system for team division to ensure that the level of ability of players in both teams will be symmetrical. So even if your teammates, like you got like lower level teammates on your team, there will be lower level teammates on the other side that are the same. So I like it. I think it's fine. So that's the patch. That's my thoughts and everything. I think that the low tier changes are interesting. I think that tent is going to be pretty good now, and bamboo tent change is crazy. Um, Fleanza might not be like as bad now, like that's like worse than so much worse than Dynamo now, and then maybe Dowser isn't as like as bad because like and lag is important. That's all I got for this stream for this my thoughts. Bye bye.